Fox 11 is taking an in-depth look at the high cost of higher education. Our coverage includes a town hall meeting on the issue of student loan debt. It's having an impact on people years or even decades after graduation. And as Fox 11's Andrew LaCombe reports, America's record $1.2 trillion of student debt is affecting our economy and culture.
Student debt is not just a concern for younger Americans. More than a third of outstanding student debt belongs to people older than 40.
It's not just a 18 to 30-year-old problem.
61-year-old Catherine Champagne of Marinette says she has an outstanding student loan around $35,000. She was working on a degree through an online university until 3 years ago.
I was at least halfway through my master's program in special education when I lost my job. And I could not continue in the program without special needs students that I was using for case studies.
Now working just part-time, she's not optimistic about repaying that debt.
I'll probably die first before I ever pay off that loan.
Financial planners say they've heard plenty of similar stories.
We're seeing a trend of more seniors now taking student loans into their retirement. And if you're not able to afford them prior to retirement, it's very hard to afford them once your payroll quits and you're retired.
Research shows 40 million Americans have at least one outstanding student loan with an average balance above $27,000.
That's a lot of people that have basically purchased their first really nice car.
St. Norbert College economics professor Kevin Quinn says student debt is stopping people from making major purchases, seen as part of the American dream.
How do you add on to that? How do you add on to $30,000, another, $30,000 for a car? How do you add on to that another $150,000 or whatever it is for a house?
And that's impacting our culture as well.
We're seeing a delay in household formation. Okay, people aren't getting married as quickly because they're not going to then start having kids and all that sort of thing before they pay off some of the student loans.
It kind of scares me too because I'm, sitting there thinking, okay, I'm getting to the age of wanting to be a mom, and I don't want to bring my kid into the world where I'm sitting on $70,000 of student debt.
28-year-old Nicole Katner of De Pere has a master's degree from UW Green Bay in social work. Her debt is impacting decisions she makes with her fiance.
If we're going to go into a duplex to save money, if we're going to move out of the area, those are all been discussions in the last 3 years because of my college debt.
And that all kind of snowballs culturally, and we're starting to see millennials now congregate more and more into urban-like settings where there are lots of opportunities for jobs. And that can harm a lot of smaller towns here in Wisconsin.
Data from the Census Bureau shows how high student debt loads are impacting family budgets. A young college-educated family owes nearly $5,000 a year on student loan repayments. That's more than they pay a year on groceries or car payments. Champagne says her biggest concerns are about younger generations.
My daughter, her husband, they cannot afford a $700 a month student loan payment, plus a car payment, plus a mortgage payment.
And with about 70% of college graduates leaving school with debt, it's an issue for the economy that isn't going away soon. Andrew LaCombe, Fox 11 News.